Hey guys, welcome back to MFO. You know, I think that I'm one of the easiest guys to buy Christmas presents for because, heck, you give me $100 and send me into a tackle shop, I'll spend that $100 before I get to the first aisle, right? And my guess is you guys are very similar, except the point is that when we go in, we know exactly what to buy. Our wives, our girlfriends, our, kids, they know that we would love tackle. And so, yeah, they might get us a gift certificate, but they can't go in and buy us the green pumpkin Cincos in the size that we want because they don't know anything about Cincos. They don't know sizes. They don't know colors and things like that. Today, I'm going to give you 4 or 5 gift ideas that you can give for your significant others, the people that are looking to get you Christmas gifts, and they can buy these for you, and you are going to love them when it comes to fishing-related gifts that they can feel comfortable buying, and you are going to get that and go, wow, this is cool. I'm going to use it. You're not going to have to return it or anything like that. Guys, stick around. We will be back. You're going to want to see these 4 or 5 gifts that we've got for you. Welcome back to Mark Fisher Outdoors, everybody. I'm Mark Fisher, and we got our annual Christmas gift idea. I gotta be honest, when I was thinking about this topic in this episode, I went back and I looked at last year's, and there isn't an item on last year's gift session that I wouldn't still recommend, okay? None of these gifts are any of my sponsors, okay? Now, let me say that first. I'm not pushing sponsors in this episode at all, nor did I last year when I did this. So let's get on to these gifts, and I think you're going to like these. These are the gifts, and by the way, I'm going to put links to all of these in the description part of this video as well, all right? I'm going to start with this, and this is not the item, okay? I use my scissors. I get these scissors from a buddy who used to work at ComEd, and these are phenomenal. But I've never been able to get a pair, and quite honestly, I'll hang on to these forever because they work so great. But I found a pair of scissors that work equally as good as these trade scissors, but they're available to everybody. And these are the scissors from Bubba. The people who make Bubba scales have a pair of scissors, and they're phenomenal. They do everything that you would want. They cut braided line, they cut floral, they cut mono. They've got some features that you won't find in a lot of scissors, can openers and things like that. But these are the only other scissors other than these trade scissors that I'm used to that work as well in cutting all of those different types of lines. I highly recommend the scissors from Bubba, the Bubba scissors, and I think everybody would benefit from having these scissors. Now, another product that I just got turned on to by a buddy of mine is this Wisorbent. And what these are, let me open one and show you this. These are actually little canisters, and what you do is you take this and you would put it in all right, so you got a box of your baits, and all you do is you take 1 or 2 of these canisters and you drop it in your bait box and close that up. And so what that's going to do is it's going to absorb the moisture in your bait box, and you're not going to have to worry about hooks rusting and your metal components having moisture in your bait. So 2 of these in a bait box and you're good to go. Now, here's the interesting thing about them. You can see that they're kind of pink, right? And so what happens is, as these absorb moisture, they turn color. I think they turn white. And so what you'll get is you'll see that they're not working any longer when they turn white. And that's your cue to go ahead and replace those take those out of the box and put a new set in. I've also heard, although I haven't done this, that if you put these in the microwave, you can actually get the moisture out of them and reuse them. They'll go from pink. When they turn white, they're no good. You put them back in the microwave and they turn pink again, and then you can use them over. Don't hold me to that one, but I've heard that that's the case. And along those same lines, I'm going to bring the third item out, and that is the Hydro Wick. The Hydro Wick is the same kind of concept, but this is something that you're going to put in your rod locker. The Hydro Wick is one unit. You take this, put it in your rod locker. It's going to do the same exact thing that we were just talking about, except it's going to keep the moisture out of that rod locker. So your rods, your reels in the rod locker, that moisture that gets in there and condenses in there, it's going to absorb all that. And now on this product, you absolutely take this out, put it in the microwave it, put it back in, and it's going right back to working just as effectively. It is made to be reusable over and over and over again. So that's the Hydro Wick. So we've got 3 products right there that I highly recommend and that you can tell anybody to buy that you're going to want, and they can go out and buy it for you and know exactly what they're getting. They don't have to worry about colors or sizes or things like that, and you're going to be thrilled when you get those. Now, here's the last one, guys, and this is an item that I just saw Bill Lowen kind of talking about, and this is something that, quite honestly, I think is a great idea. It's called the Cling Board, and it's by Cling Fishing, and it really is a very simple item. It's just a magnetic board, but as you can see, you can pretty much put, whether it's scissors, tools, baits, anything will stick to the strong magnetic force that this board has. And so when you get done using a bait, you put it on there. If you get done using a tool and you want it handy, you put it on there, you can get it, and the baits and tools will hold, from what I understand, even while you're riding in rough water along this magnetic board. So this is called the Cling Board, and it's from Cling Fishing. The one thing I will say about this is it looks a little pricey, but I'll put the link for this in the description part of this video, along with all of the items that I showed you today. I think these are 4 items that I would love to have, and I think they might be something that you might, but at least it's the kind of thing that what you can do is you can pick it out and say, that I'd really like to have. Hey, honey, take a look at this that Mark did. That's something that I'd really like to get. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the information. If it's useful, please hit that subscribe button, and we will see you again tomorrow for another episode of Mark Fisher Outdoors. Take care, everybody.